What's going on, boys and girls, young men, young women, old men, and old women, and everything in between? This is Jeremie Duchesne, and I got so many comments from you on my last video asking me, okay, Jeremie, real estate is great, but what if I don't have any money? And that is actually one of my favorite topics, and I'm so happy for every single one of you that asked me that, and that's why I'm shooting this video. My answer to that question is OPM, other people's money. Full disclosure, I've used OPM for millions of dollars in transactions. I'm super passionate about the topic. I work for an organization called 0%, which literally coaches people on how to use OPM to start a passive income stream for themselves and get the hell out of their 9 to 5. So let's get right into it. Okay, so OPM. How do you get it? What does it stand for? And how does that relate to real estate investing? So as I had mentioned, OPM means other people's money. So there's three fundamentals to a deal, and I don't want to take credit for this. I actually took this from Stefan Arnio. God bless him. He's no longer with us. But he has a book called Money People Deal. I would highly recommend you want to go check that out. If you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of money and want to learn the fundamentals of how to put a deal together, the guy was absolute genius. Shout out to Canadians. So with that being said, there's a few ways that you can use OPM, and there's three fundamentals to a deal. So you have the people, you have the money, and you have the deal. You have to bring at least one of those. So what can you do when you don't have any money? You can go and find the property, and then you can promote it or network with people that don't want to do anything other than leverage their cash in opportunities to be able to produce passive income. It is an awesome opportunity to build relationships long term. Everybody wins, a win-win-win scenario. And so when you look at leveraging OPM, you can go out and acquire a deal, or you can talk to people in your network, you can talk to realtors, you can talk to mortgage brokers, and you can start to build those relationships and let them know what you're going to go out and do. I've also used home equity lines of credit, so HELOCs, and I mentioned in my last video how many different ways that you can start to invest once you get your first property. You also have wholesaling. You can look into what that looks like to build some capital to be able to buy the first property. But going back to what I was saying, utilizing home equity lines of credit to be able to do either private lending to build more capital, or to straight up buy a property depending on where you're investing in the market that you're investing in. OPM is super, super powerful. In my business with 0%, we actually help people in the United States learn how to leverage credit, 0% APR credit, in a way that they can actually buy properties at 0% for 12 months and pursue a different type of strategy to be able to not only force appreciate that property, but then extrapolate the money out, pay off the 0% APR, and now they have another property and it's fix and repeat. Another strategy for OPM is seller financing. So with seller financing, basically the way it works is when you go to buy a property, the seller actually finances the property. Oftentimes, the seller that is selling the property in this scenario won't have a mortgage and they're not in a hurry for the money. Now, you're probably gonna have to pay a premium to be able to purchase this property, but just imagine this. You've been able to go find a property that you want to purchase, negotiate seller financing so that the property owner actually loans you the money short term so that you can get your team in there, you can do a value add, force appreciation, and then go ahead and purchase that property with a traditional mortgage when it's more in a qualifying bracket to be able to do so. Seller financing is a super valuable way to leverage OPM in the real estate game and get started. Last but not least, you have an equity partner. Now, I really like this because I am always of the philosophy of a win-win-win. So if I can find some solid partners where I can take them under my wing and then potentially walk them through the whole renovation process and have them as an equity partner so that we can grow long term, I really love that. For me, I don't just invest in real estate to make money. I like to clean up communities. I like to educate people through the process. I like to pay it forward the same way the people that took me into teaching me how to do real estate have done for me. So equity partners is super awesome. I step outside of my comfort zone to be able to produce this content for you guys so that you can get out there and actually pursue your dreams and your goals and invest in real estate for long-term generational wealth and win together. Thanks a lot for watching. I look forward to you guys in my next video. If you have a comment on what strategy for OPM really interests you, go ahead, comment below. I'd love to get some engagement so that I can communicate with you guys. And if you want further information on different avenues, relationships, depending on where you're at, if you're in Canada or the United States, I'd be more than happy to give you what I have. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.